You know, we see the East very differently today than it was before, like in the 1980s or the 90s. And so we don't want the history or the culture of New Orleans East to be lost.
The Strategic Neighborhood Development Team started in 2020, and so we set out with community engagement at the center of it. We held a meeting in New Orleans East right before COVID, February 1st, with about 60 residents around their aspirations and desires for the East.
New Orleans East is our home, and being our home, it means that we have to protect it. We have to value it. We have to make sure people understand that New Orleans East is a place for families to grow and for children to get educated and everyone to enjoy a quality of life that we all strive for. The NOLA Business Alliance put on an excellent event to help us express what we'd like to see moving forward and how we can plan for the revitalization that needs to take place to make New Orleans East the jewel and the treasure that it is and can be.
Any one of us who has any desire to see New Orleans East get back to the jewel, the shining jewel that we've been for such a long time, we can get weary and there's a lot of skepticism, but this particular meeting not only showed me the possibility of what could be and what is happening in New Orleans East, but the data to back up what we've been saying for so long. The data that says that we have the dollars, that we are prepared to support our own community. So this feels really good.
Art in the East has been a vision of mine for the past 20 years. And the thing that really made me wanted to do it instead of thinking about it is my grandchildren. We were driving in a neighborhood one day when they were smaller, and they sort of peered over the window and said, "Why can't we have art where we live?" And I said, "Give me a minute because I can make it happen."
This project is a testament and demonstration of collaboration. NOLABA held a meeting. We collaborated with the Jones family, with Dr. Stella Jones and the Stella Jones Gallery. Then we went to partner with Arts Council, and then with Arts Council we brought in a series of other nonprofits between Audubon Institute, the library, as well as North Sea, to really help us kind of galvanize this initiative. And then through our partnership, we were able to raise over $150,000 to get this project done.
So murals are a way to expose them to art. It's very important, not just because it makes the community look better aesthetically, but the mechanics behind the stories in the murals help pass down traditions of our ancestry and our cultural landscape.
The youth artists are extremely fun to work with. A lot of times they're really hesitant in the beginning. They're like, "I don't know how to draw, I've never painted before," and they come with a lot of hesitancy. But it's really nice to see them like open up throughout the process, and a lot of them came in without experience, so that's something that I feel like is really nice to help show that art can actually be a profession and it doesn't just have to be a passion. But we also have been able to, pay them for their time and their contribution and invite them to further projects. So this is just the beginning for a lot of them.
There isn't a lot of access to the arts in certain communities and to certain children. For instance, I just met a 12th grader who said, "I want to be an artist." And I was like, "Oh, I'm an artist." She said, "I didn't really even know that they had Black artists." Like, that was mind-blowing, right? So this is like another opportunity for me to reach out to a larger group of students in different areas to inspire them, let them know that they can accomplish it. And I really specialize in working with youth who really, not before Leah thinks I'm saying she doesn't have skill, she got mad skill, right? But I specialize in working with youth who don't necessarily have the skill, who really need to build, maybe who may not possess the traditional skills, but they possess the will, right? So like just encouraging them, like you don't have to be the top artist, you just have to be dedicated to the craft. So it's another opportunity for me to do that.
I did the mural on the library wall. I feel like it's about just to bring kids together, educate them about our culture, build up our community, showing them different things and expressing our culture with the art piece.
The citizens of New Orleans East have been promised and promised and promised so long, and nothing ever materializes. And just having that mural on the wall of the library make them understand that we see things happening.
I think it's a continuation of our tradition, whether it's under the Claiborne underpass in the CID, or Aretha Castle Haley, or now in New Orleans East. These murals are a reflection of our history, of our culture, and how we move together. And I'm very, very ecstatic that we will have other areas that will have these symbols and these murals to continue to tell the story of New Orleans and its cultural root.
Now society, particularly in New Orleans, see so many negative things about our young people. This gives people the opportunity to see how talented our young people are in New Orleans East.
Thank you, NOLABA. Thank you so much for the partnership, for the community outreach. It's a lot to run a project like this, and that part of it is so much. So thank you so much for the funding. Thank you so much for putting us in partnership with other people in the area to really help actualize this initiative.
Oh, I just like to wrap my arms around NOLABA and say, you made it happen. I couldn't have made this happen without them and the Arts Council.
A vibrant commercial corridor has the characteristics of arts, cleaning, greening. And my hope is, with this first foundational piece, with our art and our mural, that we now will stimulate the cleaning and the greening of the corridors, which will then give us more vibrance and more opportunities for development and future enhancement for the community.